Okay guys, so we're getting through some more arcade conversions to the Amstrad CPC, and today it's the turn of Mikie, Longplay in review, and this is a really fun and simple coin-op released in 1984 from Konami, where you play the role of the title character Mikie as he runs around his school collecting hearts from various classrooms and locker rooms. And these hearts make up basically a letter from his girlfriend, which he has to meet outside. And we're going to take a quick look at the arcade version first of all. And yeah, you start in your maths classroom by the looks of it, or science. And you've got to go and collect all the hearts from the room by basically farting people off a chair. Well, it's supposed to be in the instructions for the Amstrad version it says you're hip thrusting them off the chairs, but yeah, you're pretty much farting people off their school chairs there. And of course you've got your angry teacher chasing you around the room, and you can also do stuff like headbutts and knock the teacher out on the floor there. As you can see, we've got Beatles' Hard Day's Night playing in the background as the music. And after each classroom you move into the corridor to move into the next room, and the next level is the yes, of course, the locker room, where you've got to headbutt the glasses and hearts and smash them open. Now there's also another version of this game called School Graffiti, which is basically exactly the same, but it can replace the more violent elements of the game, like the headbutts and stuff, and using your head to smash open the glass jars there. Instead your player sort of shouts, which can stun certain enemies but can't stun the teacher. I don't know if there was any kind of backlash against the game for having sort of headbutts, encouraging school kids to headbutt their teachers or whatever, but yeah, an alternate version was released which plays pretty much identically. So the hearts are not in glass jars anymore. There's like 3 hearts that you just have to pick up one at a time in each location. And actually the Amstrad conversion probably follows closely more the School Graffiti version of Mikie. Oh yes, of course, I've not shown you here, but you can actually open other doors in the hallway there. Sometimes you get like a boxing glove punch you out, or there may be a scantily clad lady waiting for you there. Get some extra points. And then we move into the canteen. Oh, very good headbutt there. And you can pick up items like what, these roast joints or something, to distract the characters chasing after you. The previous room it was basketballs. And it's actually quite a tricky little game. I mean, I've made edit cuts between each of the levels just to get through this as quickly as possible. Yes, I got knocked over there. But it's quite an addictive coin-op actually. If I end up playing this on MAME, I end up playing this for bloody ages. It's actually quite a fun little game. And then we move on to the dance studio. And this time we get the twist and shout music. Ah, the teacher got me. And yeah, after this level, you move into the outside of the school, where there's some nasty American football players trying to tackle you, and eventually you meet your girlfriend, and you get lots of hugs and kisses from her. And then the game basically repeats over and over, with various difficulty levels increasing and characters changing how they move and interact. And yeah, there's quite a lot of skill involved with this game, and you can sort of control the movements of the enemy characters by how you move around the level. And that was quite important in the arcade original. But in the Amstrad version, the character movement is all very, very random, and it's pretty poor conversion all round. It was a nice loading screen, but like just a high score table on the title screen to greet you. and a very poor rendition of Hard Day's Night. Now this came out from Imagine Software, who were obviously owned by Ocean Software, I think in about 1986. And it's definitely not one of their finest hours. So here we are on the first classroom level. Can't really tell that's hearts we're trying to pick up there, they're just like red triangles. There's no music in game. The graphics are very blocky and basic, but I suppose they're colourful. And then yeah, of course there's a very strange farting noise. So you are definitely farting your classmates off their chairs basically. And we move into the locker room, which is it's quite a different layout to the arcade original. There was that sort of central section in the middle of the screen, which is missing. And that chef's kind of got stuck there, so's the teacher. And everything's moving very, very slowly because there's more than one sprite on screen. So this isn't very good at all. And yeah, you can really control the movement of your enemy characters and how they chase you. I mean, essentially this is a chase 'em up game. But in the Amstrad version, they're all very sort of randomly move about the screen. It's not very well done. And you may notice there I picked up a couple of basketballs, and it's very, very crappily done. The basketball just sort of floats above your head. See if I pick up another one in a second. I can't remember if I do. Yeah, because things are moving down here, slightly more laggy controls. Of course, oh yes, of course, there's no headbutts in this game, in this version. But you would have thought they would have replaced it by the sort of shout mechanic used in the School Graffiti version. Oh, there's the basketball I picked up. Very, very crappily done. But yeah, there's no... oh, at least he bounces the basketball. Yeah, and there's no shout mechanic to replace the headbutt. So you can't stun any of the enemies in the game apart from throwing basketballs or meat at them in the canteen level. And yeah, the characters move very, very wildly. It's really, really hard to judge where their movements are going to be next. Throw some food at the chefs there. Sound effects are really, really poor though. It's just basic bleeps and sort of farting noises, like so. And yeah, guys, not very impressed by this at all. Oh, we're in the dance studio now. I have to say the Spectrum version was pretty good stuff actually. Certainly captured the feel of the arcade original a lot more than the Amstrad version. And the Mikie Spectrum version was done, of course, by Joffa Smith, quite a legendary Spectrum programmer, and he did a very good version. But this game really needs some funky music to go with the action. But yeah, this is going to be a very, very short video, guys, because essentially there's no ending to the game. It just repeats over, and the teacher sprite, he moves a lot faster and he's a lot more dangerous, and that's about it really, guys. So I'm really only going to do like basically one run through. I did search through the code to see if there was like a congratulations ending message or whatever, but no, there isn't. So it just keeps going and going, gets slightly harder each time, and I can't be arsed to the game any further. So there's your girlfriend waiting. Just got to get past these American footballers. And you should normally be greeted by a very nice scene when the girlfriend kisses and hugs you, but no, it just starts all over again. So yeah, guys, that's about it really. Very, very poor. I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 10. I was very disappointed by it. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, 3.5 out of 10. My recommendation is don't bother with this version. Go and play it on MAME. So yeah, cheers and goodbye.